Welcome back, wrestling WWE fans, to a story that's sent shivers through the wrestling world, a moment so chilling it lingers like a shadow over the ring. Tonight, we're diving into Paul Heyman's haunting words after Brock Lesnar's brutal victory over John Cena at WrestlePalooza, a speech that laid bare the raw pain of betrayal and loss. This isn't just a wrestling angle, it's a deeply human tale of loyalty tested and legacies fractured, gripping us with its emotional weight. The arena lights dimmed as Paul Heyman, the wise man, stood in the aftermath of Brock Lesnar's savage beatdown of John Cena, his voice trembling with a mix of pride and sorrow. For fans in the US and the UK crowd in London, this wasn't just a promo, it was a window into the soul of a man caught between his loyalty to a beast and the grief of a broken bond. Heyman's words, delivered with chilling precision, spoke to the betrayals we all fear, pulling us into the heart of the drama. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. The scene unfolded in the ring, the crowd still reeling from Brock's relentless assault, leaving Cena bloodied and motionless. The US crowd erupted with chants, fans from Chicago to Miami stunned by the brutality, their cheers turning to gasps as Heyman took the mic, his eyes glinting with a mix of triumph and regret. For American fans, this was a story of grief, a reminder of how quickly a hero can fall in the face of betrayal. Across the ocean, British fans in London couldn't believe it as Heyman's words cut through the silence, his voice a chilling blend of menace and melancholy that echoed the UK's storied wrestling tradition. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England, steeped in tales of sacrifice and heartbreak, saw this as a modern tragedy, a mentor mourning the cost of his choices. The moment felt like a scene from a Raw expose. Insiders revealed the real story was even more devastating. Brock's victory wasn't just a physical triumph, it was a calculated move to assert dominance, driven by a personal vendetta against Cena's enduring legacy. For American fans, this was a scandal that hit hard, a glimpse into the real backstage dynamics where egos clash and alliances fracture. Across America, fans were in shock, their loyalty to Cena tested by the sight of their hero broken. The UK crowd felt the weight of the moment just as deeply. British fans in London, who had cheered Cena's resilience in arenas like Wembley, saw Brock's attack as a betrayal of the values wrestling holds dear. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England took to social media, their posts filled with outrage and support for Cena, a man who had embodied hope for a generation. Heyman's words were laced with references to a health crisis that had plagued Cena, a lingering neck injury from years of carrying WWE on his back. For American fans, this was a sobering reminder of the sacrifices wrestlers make, pushing their bodies beyond human limits. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a testament to Cena's resilience, a man who fought through pain to inspire millions. In the UK, the revelation took on a heroic quality. British fans in London couldn't believe it when whispers surfaced of Cena's secret surgeries, his determination to return despite the odds. The UK wrestling tradition, with its love for fighters who endure in silence, saw Cena as a warrior king, his defeat a tragedy that hit deep. Fans in England began sharing tributes, inspired by a man who refused to stay down. The real backstage dynamics were a storm of emotions. Wrestlers like Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, who had shared the ring with Cena, were seen checking on him, their faces heavy with concern. For American fans, this was a rare glimpse into the camaraderie that exists behind the curtain, a reminder that wrestling is a family, even when tested by brutality. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a unified stand for Cena. In the UK, the focus was on loyalty. British fans in London, steeped in a wrestling culture that values honor, saw Heyman's words as a betrayal of the bond he once shared with Cena. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England called for Cena to rise again, their support a rallying cry against treachery. Heyman's speech wasn't just a promo, it was a wound that cut deep. Alright, we're halfway through, and things are about to take a serious turn. If you thought you knew where this was going, think again, this is where the real drama unfolds. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. The real bombshell came when insiders leaked a shocking detail. Heyman had orchestrated Brock's attack, manipulating his client to target Cena as a way to cement their dominance. For American fans, this was a scandal that rocked the wrestling world, a glimpse into the cutthroat politics behind the scenes. Across America, fans were in shock, their social media posts filled with outrage, demanding justice for their fallen hero. In the UK, the news hit like a thunderbolt. British fans in London couldn't believe it when reports surfaced that Heyman had exploited Cena's health struggles, using them to justify Brock's brutality. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw Heyman as a tragic figure, consumed by ambition at the expense of loyalty. The scandal was a stark reminder of the cost of power in wrestling. Heyman's chilling words referenced the grief that haunts WWE, naming fallen stars like Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart, whose losses still linger in the locker room. For American fans, this was a moment of raw sorrow, a reminder of the tributes paid to those who left too soon. Across America, fans were in shock, their cheers a plea for Cena to honor the legacies of the fallen. In the UK, the moment was heartbreaking. British fans in London couldn't believe it as Heyman's voice cracked, his words a twisted tribute to the fallen, used to justify Brock's actions. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England saw this as a nod to every wrestler who left a mark. The outpouring of support for Cena was a testament to wrestling's enduring power. Cena's condition after the match was dire, with sources reporting a worsening of his neck injury, potentially career-ending. For American fans, this health crisis was a reminder of the sacrifices wrestlers make, pushing their bodies beyond limits for the fans. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a chorus of support for a man who had given everything for the sport. In the UK, the news was a call to rally. British fans in London couldn't believe it when leaked footage showed Cena in a hospital bed, his face etched with determination despite the pain. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England rallied behind Cena, their voices echoing through pubs and arenas, urging him to fight on. The locker room was a storm of emotions, with wrestlers like Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio offering quiet support to Cena, revealing a camaraderie rarely seen by fans. For American fans, this was a reminder that wrestling is a family, even amidst tragedy. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices a unified stand for Cena, a man fighting for his future. In the UK, the focus was on redemption. British fans in London, who had cheered Cena's never give up spirit in arenas like Manchester, saw his pain as a chance to rise again. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England urged Cena to channel his pain into purpose, their support a testament to wrestling's power to heal. As Heyman's words echoed, he hinted at a darker truth. His loyalty to Brock was a choice born of survival, a way to secure his own legacy. The US crowd erupted with chants, their voices carrying across arenas from Dallas to New York, as American fans saw Heyman's speech as a betrayal of the values Cena embodied. The idea that loyalty could be sacrificed for power was a message that hit hard. In the UK, the moment was a rallying cry. British fans in London couldn't believe it when Cena's allies vowed to stand by him, a nod to the wrestling tradition that values connection above all. The chants in England grew louder, a chorus of support for a man finding his strength. The story was far from over, but Cena's spirit was a beacon of hope. The fallout from WrestlePalooza is still unfolding, with Cena's recovery uncertain and Brock's dominance unchallenged. For American fans, it's a story of resilience, a chance for Cena to prove that no defeat can break him. Across America, fans were in shock, their anticipation building for a comeback that promises to be historic. In the UK, the excitement is palpable. British fans in London, steeped in a wrestling culture that celebrates heart and soul, see Cena as a warrior fighting for his legacy. The UK wrestling tradition was felt in every chant, as fans in England vowed to stand by Cena, their voices a bridge across the Atlantic. This is more than wrestling, it's a story of love, loss, and loyalty that binds us all. Paul Heyman's chilling words after Brock Lesnar's victory over John Cena at WrestlePalooza aren't just a moment in WWE, they're a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we can rise again. For American and British fans, this story speaks to the heart of why we love wrestling. It's about sacrifice, loyalty, and the legacies we fight to protect. From the arenas of the US to the historic venues of the UK, Cena's journey is our journey, a saga of hope that will echo for generations.